Robert Fico is a Slovak politician. He has served as the Prime Minister of Slovakia since 2023, having previously served in the position from 2006 to 2010 and from 2012 to 2018. He founded the Direction, Social Democracy Party in 1999 and has led that party since its foundation. Born, September 15, 1964, age 59 years, Topolčany, Slovakia. Party, Direction, Social Democracy. Nationality, Slovak. Spouse, Svetlana Ficová, M. 1988. Education, Slovensk Akademia Věd SAV, 1988 to 1992, more. Children, Michael Fico. Height, 1.83 meters. Early life. Fico was born on September 15, 1964, in the town of Topolčany in the northwestern Nitra region. His father, Ludovít Fico, was a forklift operator, and his mother, Emily Ficová, worked in a shoe store. He has two siblings. His brother Ladislav is a construction entrepreneur, and his sister Lucia Shabadova, who is 14 years younger, is a prosecutor. Fico grew up and lived with his family in the village of Hruzovany until the age of 6, when they moved to the nearby town of Topolčany. Education. Fico has described his childhood ambitions as wanting to become either a politician, a sports reporter, or an archaeologist. After completing elementary school, he enrolled in the local gymnasium of Topolčany, graduating in the summer of 1982. Later the same year, he enrolled in the law faculty of the Comenius University in Bratislava, in what was then Czechoslovakia. His teachers were impressed with him, and one of his teachers from university, the future Prime Minister Josef Moravcsik, described him as ambitious, very confident and very involved in discussions. He graduated as Juris Doctor in 1986, specializing in criminal law. After graduating from university, Fico completed his mandatory military service as an assistant military investigator, stationed in the now Czech town of Janovice, between 1986 and 1987. He later worked for the Institute of State and Law of the Slovak Academy of Sciences, as well as with the Justice Ministry until 1992. During this period he wrote and completed his PhD degree, with a thesis on the death penalty in Czechoslovakia. In the early 1990s, he undertook studies at the School of Slavonic and East European Studies in London under a Masaryk scholarship. In 2002, he completed his postgraduate study, earning him the title of Associate Professor. Early career, 1992 to 2006. Fico joined the Communist Party of Czechoslovakia in 1986, having applied in 1984. After the Velvet Revolution of 1989 and the collapse of the communist regime in Czechoslovakia, Fico joined the Party of the Democratic Left, SD, a successor of the Communist Party of Slovakia. He was first elected as Member of Parliament in 1992. From 1994 to 2000 Fico represented Slovakia as its legal counsel at the European Court of Human Rights, but lost all 14 cases which he handled. In 1998, he was elected deputy chairman of the party. Later in 1998, Fico ran for the post of general prosecutor, but his party endorsed another candidate instead, arguing Fico was too young. In the 1998 elections that saw the fall of the government of Vladimir Misiar, Fico received the biggest number of preferential votes among his party colleagues. A year later, when support for the SD dropped below the threshold required to get into parliament, he left the party, saying he was disappointed with the way the government worked. As early as in the autumn of 1998, a four-person group consisting of Fico, his associate František Hatter, political strategist Fedor Flacek, and media executive Monika Flašíková-Beňová had begun to discuss and lay plans for launching a new political party on the left. These plans were driven by the falling popularity of the existing parties, and the rising popularity of Fico. Almost immediately after leaving SD, the group founded Direction, Social Democracy, SMER, which Fico first labeled a party of the third way, with himself as leader. Fico established himself as an opposition politician, criticizing the unpopular reforms of the right-wing government of Mikuláš Dzurinda. In order to keep SMER from repeating the fate of his previous party, Fico introduced a strict set of regulations for his new party, called the Clean Hands Policy. The rules stipulated that no one with ties from the previous communist regime or people who had background with other political parties was allowed to hold party office. This created a new generation of politicians uninvolved in previous corruption scandals. Among them was Monika Flasikova-Benova, Robert Kalinak and Pavel Paska. Another rule was that all party chapters on the regional and local levels were to be 100% financially self-sufficient, and all financial donations were to be made public to the media. Between 2002 and 2006, Smer was the main opposition party in the Slovak parliament. In 2004, it merged with nearly all the leftist parties active on the Slovak political scene, including its parent party SD, becoming the single most dominant political party in Slovakia. Personal life. Fico is married to Svetlana Ficova, née Svobodova, a lawyer and associate professor from Žilina. They were classmates while both were studying law at the Comenius University in Bratislava, and they married in 1988. They have one son together, Michael, who studied at the University of Economics in Bratislava. Apart from his native Slovak, Fico is fluent in English and Russian.